11 steals for Edwards. And with Sullivan behind the plate, we'll see if they try to test him. New to the Pirates organization. Sanchez, a left-handed batter. There's 4 of them in the lineup tonight for the Marlins, so we'll see how much that changeup comes into play for Burrows. Seems like Sanchez didn't like that up and in. Where do you go? Change up down and away here, get the double play, dust your hands. Oh, back with the heat.
Top of the zone, yeah.
Look at our AHN Supermo. Foul tip.
To that, yep.
Sanchez has been swinging a hot bat last couple weeks. OPS over 1,000 in that span. We've seen him through the years get hot at times.
Xavier Edwards, he's 11 of 15 in the stolen base attempts.
Changeup up and in.
We don't see him throw that very often. I know you had a conversation with him about his location. He's obviously doesn't want those in to the lefties. He likes to leave those down and away if he can. Run away from the barrel.
I'll pay Edwards some mind. Well, the Pirates starting pitchers have been really good over the last month. Lowest ERA in baseball. Edwards runs. Swung through. Safe on the stolen base attempt.
Now this is really close. Nothing better than a strike him out, throw him out. Besides a double play, clean double play or triple play. Pretty good throw right here. You see the sink on it right. Oh. And I think they're going to look at it, Joe.
This is Alan Porter, the crew chief, who will tell us this.
Pittsburgh is challenging the out call, safe call at first base, second base.
And so right here, risking the challenge here in the top of the first inning, you've got to be sure. And that would make it a strike him out, throw him out, double play. Let's see. Got the oven mitt on. Triolo.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he got the tag on. Yeah, you figure that they knew that he's out. If the Pirates win this challenge, they retain the opportunity to challenge through the rest of the game. And if not, they couldn't use anything until a crew chief review until the 8th. Sliding helmet popping off. He's looking away. Well, you can see where the glove depresses into the arm. Sullivan, his first attempt against him as a Pirate. Well, they're still reviewing it in New York. Generally, the guideline is no more than 90 seconds. And so the longer it goes, the longer you feel like it's going to stand.
Yeah, typically when you see it go this long, it stands. But, boy, unless they don't have a definitive view, I can't imagine they're calling them safe. But we'll see. Here we go.
After review, the call on the field is overturned. The runner is out. Pittsburgh will retain their challenge.
Well, that was nice. Brett Sullivan making his mark on the Pirates. Getting their leading base stealer.
Watch the sink on this ball. It actually really favors him. He doesn't get a tremendous amount on it, but that sink down and into the runner was the difference between the safe and out call.
So 2 outs and nobody on now for Mike Burrows. Third career caught stealing for Sullivan, who has played in 40 big league games prior to tonight with the Padres. Will pop up. And there's the first baseman, Horwitz. 1, 2, 3 in essence. O'Neill Cruz will lead it off, an immediate threat to give the Pirates the lead here in the first inning. He'll be in center field with Andrew McCutchen batting second, and then it's Brian Reynolds. Spencer Horwitz cleans up, then Nick Gonzalez with Adam Frazier hitting sixth. Key Brian Hayes, Brett Sullivan, and then Jared Triolo for Donnie Kelly's Pirates.
And you're not going to mistake Perez with the shoes he's wearing today. There's his numbers from 2023, missed all of last year. 8 appearances in the minor leagues this year on rehab before coming back today for the first time. That's pretty good stuff. Let's see if the Pirates can not let him settle in his first start since 2023.
628 days between pitches on the big league mound. And there are those Caliente red shoes. Match the glove. So 6'8" to 6'7". And a strike from Perez. Cruz says, I beg your pardon, Mr. Porter, but I beg to differ. Something along those lines. 4 leadoff home runs for Cruz this year. You see that Perez can run it up there. He's just 22 years old. Still the youngest pitcher, starting pitcher in baseball, after missing all that time. It looks like his arm has recovered well from surgery.
Well, and you're right, the frame and the arm length, it doesn't look like he's throwing. I mean, not built like Paul Skeens, but the effortlessness of his motion is pretty remarkable.
What was always talked about with Cruz, right, as he started to grow into his body a little bit more. Well, you're kind of awkward when he first grew to that height, and Perez looks like again fluid at 6'8". It's, it's not Randy Johnson arms and legs coming at you when he first came up. Being able to execute the cutter with the slider right there.
I like to call that baby giraffe syndrome. As tall as these guys are, two big guys going at it right here. A good little.
Well, that's respect for a 38-year-old who can still turn on one. Got underneath it. First fastball he sees is at 100 miles an hour. Jumped all over it. But Kyle Stowers has the second out. Stowers out there in left field this evening. Dane Myers is in center. Jesus Sanchez in right. Connor Norby at third. Otto Lopez now the shortstop. Xavier Edwards is the second baseman. They flip-flopped since that opening series. Liam Hicks, Rule 5 pick over at first base, and Augustin Ramirez doing the catching. Here's Brian Reynolds. Another guy that can hit the heat. Year after year for power. He'd like to see another one just like that.
Oh boy. Alan Porter just wore that one on the wrist.
That is a changeup.
Oh, right in the bicep.
Doesn't go away after they get back behind the plate, does it?
Yeah, it's not going to go away for a little while. Little icy hot.
The thing about the umpires, remember, they don't get to go to the dugout.
Yeah.
Go sit down for a while. Nope, they're out there the whole game. We just got started. Hooked to right for Reynolds. What a play by Sanchez to track that down. Into the right field corner. The Marlins right fielder brings in the final out on this fine play.
Oh, he's stealing extra bases with 2 outs from Ryan Reynolds.